Alright, in part 2 we made this house. Now let's make the floor. So the floor will be made of planks like you see in medieval work. The planks will be covered in wooden bars as a frame. So first, let's make the bar. Select this bar. Duplicate it. If you now press Alt G, it will clear its rotation. Let's move it away from the house. Select these vertices. Make sure you are in wireframe mode so that you are not only selecting the front vertices. Press G, Y and take it away. Right now, I'm happy with how long it is. Duplicate it and move it to the other side on the x-axis. Now let's place one on the back as well. Duplicate this bar. Rotate it 90 degrees on the z-axis. Let's move it into place now. Select these vertices, press G, X and place these vertices right here. Duplicate this one. G, Y and move it into place. Select these vertices right here, G, X and place them here. I should probably scale this one down. Shift D and duplicate, RZ and type in 90. Move it into place, I guess. Scale it down by moving these vertices. Now let's make the planks in between. Duplicate this back bar. This will be our plank. I will compare it to the foot of our Prince Charming so that we have an idea of scale. First off, I will make it look like a plank. First of all, remove the subdivision surface modifier. I don't want too much geometry on the planks. Right click and select Shade Flat. It's basically the opposite of Shade Smooth. Anyway, you can use the subdivision surface modifier. It will add realism to it, but right now I am not using it. Now let's remove all the loop cuts we added earlier. Hold down Alt and click on this edge to select the whole loop cut. Now double press G and move it next to these until they intersect. Do the same with all the loop cuts. Now press A to select everything, hit M and select by distance. This will clear out all the intersecting vertices. Damn, Blender ate a whole 48 vertices. Scale it down on Z. Set the origin to geometry. Now let's position it into place. Now add an array modifier. This value controls how much we want to move the plank. If I type in -1, then the direction is reversed. Just play with the value until you're happy with the space in between the two planks. I'm happy with -1.03. Now increase the count value. Perfect. Duplicate this one, right click, move it on y-axis, cancel the array modifier so that we can scale it more easily. It's very easy to scale down this bar. Just select these vertices and move it on the x-axis. Now add in another array modifier. Use the value we used before, increase the counts according to your need. Now let's make a window right here. To do that, we will use a cube to cut through the house. We will hire Boolean modifier for this job. Shift A and add in a cube. Now scale it down and move it into place where you want the window to be. Once you're happy with the location, select the house and call a Boolean modifier. The Boolean needs to know the name and address of the cube. So go ahead and tell him by selecting this pin and click on the cube. Nothing seems to work right now. But if I hide it, now you can see it. Select the cube and go to the Object Data Properties panel. Click on the Viewport Display. Click here and change the mode from texture to wire. And now the cube is hidden, only the edges show. Now if I move around the cube, you can see that the cut follows it. Nice! Apply the modifier. Now the modifier is applied and now you're free to delete the cube and effect remains the same. In edit mode, select this face and delete it. Okay. Duplicate it. Move it to the right on x-axis. Duplicate it again. Hide Prince Charming. Duplicate both and move them here. G, Z and moving down. Duplicate. Move it up. Right click. Right click and set origin to geometry. RX and rotate it on X. Move it into place. Rotate. Select these vertices, G and double press Y and move these vertices away from the bar. Let's rotate slightly. Once you're happy with it, duplicate it and move it to this position. As I said earlier, just to play a fair game. Now I want some fancy planks in between these bars. Now we could duplicate this guy, but we just messed it up already, so we must now add in a new cube. Shift A and add in a fresh cube. We will copy the location and rotation of the first cube into this new fresh cube. To do that, press N on the keyboard and a hidden menu will appear. Select this cube, hover over the X location and press Ctrl C to copy the exact value. Select this cube, hover over its X location and press Ctrl V to paste the value and you will see the magic happen. Do the same with all the other locations and rotations. Now, let's scale this cube until it looks like a plank. Once you're happy with its scale, add an array modifier. Here, use a value which suits your needs. Increase the count to increase the number of planks. Duplicate it, move it on x-axis. Press S to hide it, eliminate it later. On this one, apply the array modifier.